So I just saw the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, uh, and honestly, a major step up from Mortal Kombat 1 with just basically everything. I mean, there's actually a tournament this time around, which, if you're a fan of the games, you probably want to see in a Mortal Kombat movie. Probably some of the best fight choreography out of any of the movies. I mean, but not a real hard competition. To be fair, Liu Kang gets again one of the best fights in the movie, hands down. Um, it's basically like I don't know what happened. Like they must have changed fight choreographers, or they must have just got like, or the person who did it last time must have just stepped up his game. Just beautiful, beautiful like fight scenes. But also you can tell who's a martial artist and who just studied martial arts because they had a role in this movie. Like you can tell, like, okay, like especially like it makes like especially from the people that were in Mortal Kombat 1, like Liu Kang, Kano, Sonya Blade. Like the only two, like, okay, the three exception is Kano, Sonya Blade, and Jax. They, oh yeah, sorry, spoiler, Kano's in this movie. But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, he's not gonna be in the movie. He was the best part of Mortal Kombat 1, and again, he's one of the best parts of this movie as well because he's just hilarious. But the three exceptions I make are Jax, Sonya, and Kano. But like they're military. They're not supposed to be like martial artists. But Liu Kang, Cole, because of, I mean, he's gonna be in the movie, and with exception, some of Johnny Cage's stuff looks like Carl Urban stuff looks like it might have been practical. I don't know for sure if all of his stuff was, or but like you can definitely tell that these people look like they have martial artist capabilities. Liu Kang especially, but it's kind of like his whole thing, and it, and it just feels like they actually have like that expertise, like they've been training like all these years with Raiden to hone their craft. So like huge props to the fight scenes. Now the level design, because that's what it is. I thought some of the areas were pretty cool. I mean, some of them like were ripped straight from the games. You have the pit of acid was ripped straight from the games. You have like a spike pit that was not really like the spike pit from the games, but like designed around it. Like a lot of the areas just look like they were video game levels that they just were like, okay, here, make a scene with it. But that's fine because, like, I mean, you're here to watch the characters and the fatalities happen. If you're not watching a Mortal Kombat movie for that, then like, why are you really watching it? I mean, sure, story, but I mean, it's a fighting game movie. It's not gonna have the deepest of plots. Don't get me wrong, the story's not bad, but it's just not why you're going to watch a Mortal Kombat movie. There was you have like your return characters of Cole, Jax, Sonya, Kano comes back, Liu Kang, all phenomenal, all like really good characters, and they did the thing that I and a lot of other people said, like, even when Mortal Kombat 1 was announced, and it was like, oh yeah, Cole's gonna be like the main runner, I was like, if you're gonna have a stand-in for the audience, just make it Johnny Cage. That is the easiest thing you could have done. And if you didn't want Johnny Cage in the first movie, have it be Sonya. I have said this, I have preached about this, and they actually do it. They were like, okay, look, character stand-in, Johnny Cage. But like, I understand like if you want to make this a sequel and you're like, okay, well we're gonna have like this character, so Johnny Cage can come in the next one. Just make it like Sonya be the stand-in for the first one, then Johnny Cage. Problem solved. But whatever. He comes in this movie, and Carl Urban as Johnny Cage is basically just Steven Seagal in Mortal Kombat. It's just a washed up movie actor. And imagine if Raiden picked Steven Seagal to go and fight in like the in Mortal Kombat. Obviously Johnny Cage has a little bit more skill, but you know, it's funny. I think it's basically just a washed up actor fighting his way through Mortal Kombat or the tournament, which is just funny. There's you know, in the first movie, it is basically like the first fight scene and the ending fight scene are the best parts of the movie. And I got it, and I've already said this. Every fight scene in this movie is just wonderfully shot. And I don't remember like much about the first movie, but I don't remember it being quite that brutal. This movie does not care. Your favorite character probably gonna die. I'm gonna get into some spoilers here. So like maybe like, you know, I like 10, 15 seconds. I don't know. However long. I'll wave my hand when I'm done talking about it. Cole, he doesn't last long at all. Like, he's like, oh yeah, you remember Cole? Yeah, he's here. 2 lines. Okay, oh, go fight. Oh, your head's smashed now. Now, don't get me wrong, he has a cool moment before he gets fucking axed. But, like, I mean, with the person he's going up against, I mean, you know already that he's going to die. Like, they don't hide it at all. They're like, oh yeah, no, he's going to, yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Spoiler done. But yeah, it honestly, there's you know, they bring back Bihan, Sub-Zero, and like, I haven't played a lot of the games, but I feel like he like, you know, like Noob Saibot and like I think Sector as well. Like, he kind of like has like these shadow clones that kind of like look like, you know, like the robot guys, and I'm like, huh, that's a weird way to bring them into the movie. Also, his suit's black, and I'm like, that's a really weird way to bring Rain into the movie, but you know, do you? I guess. You know, he doesn't really use like his like ice powers. I mean, which, you know, again, Bihan in name only, you know, not really Sub-Zero, but which brings Scorpion back into this, because you can't have a Mortal Kombat game without those 2 characters. If you try to, even if you try, it's not gonna succeed. Even if you have just Carl Urban cheesing it up as Johnny Cage. But I mean, like, honestly, I think the movie's great. I think honestly, it lives on a cliffhanger that they're gonna make a third one. I think that if they keep doing what they're doing, and they expand on the thoughts and the processes and the story of this movie, you know, they just kind of leave like the first one behind, and they're like, okay, look, we messed up with that one, we're gonna correct. And I think if they keep on following the direction that the second one set, I think that they would really have a really good, successful fighting game franchise. And hopefully, if Street Fighter does well enough, these 2 can coincide with each other, being great story-driven fighting video game movies. But that's just my thoughts. If you've seen it, let me know what you think.